Hi everyone, it's Olivia. So I'm actually in the Douro Valley doing some venue visits and I'm staying at this really cute quinta called Quinta de Pousada. And it made me think about micro weddings. Now everyone is talking about micro weddings at the moment because of the big C word and the fact that so many weddings need to be cut in numbers to actually go ahead. So lots of people are talking about micro weddings as being like the new thing. So I wanted to do a quick video on 3 tips on how to have an amazing destination micro wedding. Sound good? Cool. So first things first, what is a micro wedding? A micro wedding is a very small wedding in guest list. What you decide is a small guest list is actually quite cultural. So for example, in Portugal, a micro wedding would be about 60 people, whereas in other countries, it would be more like 20, 30 people. When I say micro wedding, I mean in the 20 to 30 people kind of range and less. So less than 30 guests is what we're talking about today. My first tip is actually not to discount Airbnbs. Now I know this is super controversial, particularly amongst wedding planners. Lots of people are against Airbnb weddings, lots of people are for Airbnb weddings. It's a touchy subject. I am actually in favour. It is quite a lot of work. You need to realise that doing an Airbnb wedding means that place, it doesn't usually, oh my God, look. Ying's just come and sat on my lap. Say hi, Ying. Say hi to the camera. Gosh. This is what happens when I vlog, okay? This is what happens, just crazy things. As I was saying, Airbnbs can be a lot of work because they don't have the infrastructure to have an event already. You probably have to hire in furniture. You'll definitely have to hire in some PA equipment for your dance party, but nothing too loud so not to upset any neighbors. You also need to find catering, etc. So Airbnb weddings are quite taxing, but I don't think you should discount them because I think that you can create something really personalized and customized and cool and intimate in an Airbnb if the owner is all good with things. I will do a video on how to create an Airbnb wedding. We are doing 2 next year, so that will be really fun, and so I can tell you my process and how I'm actually going about it. Oh, he jumped off. Say hi, Ying. Hello, sweetie. Hello, sweetie. Ying wanted to say hi. Say hi, Ying. Don't be up here. Don't bite the microphone. Yeah, so don't mind me, just another day in the life of a Portuguese wedding planner out in these vineyards. Yeah. Eat your heart out. And my second tip is that remember that with a micro wedding, with small weddings, that you need to give a bit more help and assistance. Let me explain. So when you have around 20 to 30 guests or less, your guests expect a lot more from you. You will get more requests for accommodation. If you're not going with the Airbnb route like we already spoke about, then they will definitely ask for bookings and hotels and things like that. I mean, most guest lists will ask for that anyway, regardless of size, but I think with small guest lists, there's more of an expectation that you're going to do a little bit more. There's also more of an expectation to get things right and to really make the holiday as amazing as possible, because with a small guest list you have far more flexibility to do some really cool things. With a large guest list, most people will kind of separate into their little groups, their families and their couples, etc., and go and do their own thing. With small guest lists, there's more of an expectation that you do things together. Now, it depends on your particular guest list, of course. It depends on your friends and family, it depends on how they want to operate. But say if you're only just having your close friends and family at your wedding and it is really, really small, then there may be more of an expectation that you know, deliver a little more. So do think on what sort of extra events you could do, what welcome event you could do, what post-wedding party or event you can do. Next year we're doing a beach day after a wedding, which is really awesome. There's lots of really cool ideas, and when you have a small guest list, you can really do something more interesting and unique. My third tip is to remember that your micro destination wedding doesn't need to be the only wedding you have. I'm not someone that believes that you only have one wedding and that you only have one special day. You can have many special days, and just because this particular wedding abroad may need to be a little bit smaller, that doesn't mean that you can't have an amazing party in your home country when you go home. So don't feel bad for just having a really small handful of people at your micro destination wedding, because you can always do other things if you want to. I really hope you enjoyed this video on micro destination weddings. Tell me in the comments below what you think about micro weddings and if you think it's actually going to be a trend after all of this madness is over. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more wedding tips and Portugal vlogs every single week. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.